While most of the world leans on alliances to stay safe, Ukraine is reaching for something far more powerful: nuclear weapons. Yes, you heard that right. According to the latest Democracy Perception Index, Ukraine is one of just 2 countries on Earth where the majority of citizens believe that maintaining or developing nuclear arms is the top priority for national defense. The other, Jamaica. We'll come back to that. But Ukraine's position is not just theoretical. It's emotional, it's historical, and it's deeply political. If you found this analysis insightful, like and subscribe to Western Relations. Your support helps keep European perspectives in the global spotlight. 30 years ago, Ukraine surrendered, the 3rd largest nuclear arsenal in the world, after the fall of the Soviet Union. In return, it received so-called security assurances from Russia, the United States, and the United Kingdom. Promises to respect its sovereignty and borders. Fast forward to today. Russian tanks sit in Donetsk and Luhansk. Crimea is annexed, and the US, once the guarantor of Ukraine's security, is now cutting deals behind closed doors. Many Ukrainians are done waiting. In their view, the Budapest Memorandum was a scam. They gave up the bomb and got invaded. So the question now is, will Ukraine actually go nuclear? According to The Times, back in late 2024, Ukrainian scientists suggested that a bomb could be developed within months if Western aid were cut off. That wasn't a threat. That was a warning. And it landed differently in Brussels than it did in Washington. In Europe, the idea of Ukrainian nuclearization sets off alarm bells. The European Union has built its foreign policy on non-proliferation. A nuclear Ukraine would not only break with that doctrine, it could trigger a regional arms race, or worse, a split within NATO. But here's the thing. Europe can't have it both ways. You can't deny Ukraine real security guarantees and object when it seeks its own. Meanwhile, in the US, the second Trump administration is focused on transaction over tradition. If Ukraine doesn't pay up, it risks losing American support altogether. That vacuum, left by dithering allies, is precisely what could drive Ukraine to take the nuclear path. And what about Jamaica? Analysts suggest Jamaica's pro-nuclear sentiment likely reflects distrust in international institutions and a cultural appeal of strong deterrence rather than any real intent to build weapons. But Ukraine is different. Ukraine is serious. Ukraine has the infrastructure, the talent, and now the motivation. So what does this mean for the rest of the world? First, it signals that the post-Cold War order is dead. The promise that nuclear disarmament would lead to global security has crumbled. The world is reverting to old instincts, deterrence through strength. Second, it puts Europe on notice. If Ukraine arms itself, the EU will face its biggest foreign policy crisis in decades. Does it embrace Kyiv, condemn it, or look away? And finally, it sends a message to every small and medium-sized country. If you want to survive, maybe you need your own bomb. That's the tragic lesson Ukraine may be teaching the world. If you found this analysis insightful, like and subscribe to Western Relations. Your support helps keep European perspectives in the global spotlight.